Well, y'all, I'm skipping forward, and I'm sorry you didn't get to see all the other vlogs, but there's no way in hell I can edit them now. Andrew and I are over for good. He is gone, and I will not be taking him back. My heart is broken into a million pieces. The only thing that gives me comfort is that I'm home, and my best friend is on his way over here right now. So I have someone, and I don't feel as alone as I did in Colorado. So this morning, I thought everything was going fine. Andrew, we were hanging out, we went out to breakfast, we had a great morning together, at least I thought, and he left to go to the music store, and after about an hour, I got a text that said, "I don't even want to tell you this. I don't even want to say this." It said that he has cheated on me several times during our marriage, and I never knew. And that he could not live with that guilt, and he doesn't think that I should forgive him, and I agree. I don't think I can forgive that. I mean, I can't forgive that. How could he do that to me? I have loved him for 15 years. I have been loyal. I have never even looked in the direction of another man. I have never hurt him in that way, and I never would. But Andrew has a problem. I don't really feel it's my place to talk about it, so I won't, but we'll just say it involves... I can't even say what it involves. I'm sure you can guess. That's something that we've had an issue with for a long time, but I never knew that it went into the real world. I never knew that he had sex with another woman, and that is what he told me. That it happened right before I got pregnant. Now I will not be taking him back, even if he wanted to, but he doesn't. I love and value myself more than that. Now, the first time when he left me, I didn't. I wouldn't have cared if he told me he fucked 50 women. I still would have taken him back, but I have grown, and I have become strong. And no matter how much this destroys me, I know I have to keep going. He's turned off his phone, so I can't reach him. He does not want to talk to me. He just wanted to drop that news and leave. He left all of his stuff here, everything he owns, I guess quit his job. And he's left me here now with this apartment. I don't know what I'm gonna do about our financial situation as far as like separating out our accounts and dividing the money and that. So I guess I'm gonna have to talk to his mother about that, which feels bad, but I'm also gonna be filing for divorce as soon as I can figure out how to do that and get over this a little bit. I cannot forgive physical cheating, and he knows that, so by him telling me that, he knows that it's over, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do. He's been my whole life for so long. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. I don't know where to even start. So I guess welcome back to rebuilding my life from nothing. And all this time I thought that it was my fault, and he let me take the blame. And you know, some of it was my fault, but what he did was not my fault. And it's so hard because I love him. I love him so much. It's so hard to let go of someone that you loved. He was the father of my baby. But I know now that he will never be able to give me what I need. Not after he just told me that. And y'all, This is the second time he's left since we've been here. I vlogged the first time, but I lied to you about it. And I'm not going to publish that vlog because I can't go back and edit any of those vlogs that have him in it. I'm sorry, we're just immediately caught up to the present now. You saw the apartment tour. There was a week in between there where we moved to Colorado. I vlogged all that, but I can't. I'm sorry. I can't go back and watch those videos. My heart is just shattered. My life is shattered. My world is shattered. But I can also tell how much I've grown over this past month. How strong I've become that I'm willing to let this go. That I am letting it go. I will never take my fucking wedding ring off. I can never, ever take it back now. The trust was already broken, but now there's no way. And I feel that I've been robbed. I will never have children now. I don't know if I'll have to be alone for the rest of my life. I've truly lost everything. I feel some comfort that I'm here in Hot Springs. I'm in my home. I have my best friend. I have another friend that I've seen. I'm probably gonna call him in a little bit. My old roommate, actually. And my sister, which I haven't told her about this yet because I'm just not ready to talk to her about it, but I will. My stepdad, too. So I have people around me, and that makes it so much easier, but it's still not easy, you know, to just find out that the person that you loved for all these years was lying to you the whole time. And he said that he turned his phone off and for me not to try to follow him, and when he said when he gets to Colorado, he's gonna throw his phone away and I can contact his mom if I need anything legally. So he's not wanting to face this or face me at all, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not chasing him. I'm not trying to call him. I'm not calling his family. I'm not doing all the crazy shit I would have done before. I don't deserve this. I deserve better than this. And as much as I love him and I am in love with him, I am in love with him, I have to let him go. I have to let him go, y'all, and it's so hard because I feel like he's a part of my soul. I feel like he was my twin flame, but he's sicker than me. So that there's more to this story that I cannot share because they are his issues and I don't feel comfortable sharing those. I'm only going to tell you about the things that have impacted me, but he's sick. He has a real fucking problem and I hope he gets help for it. I really do. Just to know that he slept with at least 2 other women that I know of now. I just don't know how he could do that to me. Because I may have BPD, but I never, ever would have hurt him that way. And I see that, you know, nothing is going to change that. He had a lot of time to try and change, to get into therapy, to fix himself, and he didn't do that. He just wants to continue the way he is, I guess. I feel like if he would have stayed here and we would have started marriage counseling and this would have come out, maybe we could have worked through it, but at this point, the way he just ran away and dumped that on me, no, our marriage is over. And I just have to try to accept that this is my new reality. This is my new life. Alone. At least I have a nice place to live. I just emailed my therapist to see if I could get a sooner session in with her, because I really need help to deal with this and get through this. Y'all, I don't know how to say this except This hurts bad. It hurts so fucking bad. But I'm also ready to let go of it. I'm ready because I've been pretending for the past month or the past few weeks that we've been back together. I felt something was off, you know, that I loved him and I never felt he loved me as much. And I knew something was wrong. I just hoped that he was still trying to get over, you know, the things that I did in the past, but that wasn't it. And I want to do this. I want to get the divorce. And I want to start my life over. And try to find a partner that I can trust. And it hurts so much that it's not going to be him. I never in my life dreamed that we wouldn't be together. I never thought there would be a time when it wouldn't be the two of us together. So I don't feel the same heartbreak that I felt before. My heart is broken, but in a different way. I'm scared. I'm so scared. He said that he gave me this gift, this final gift of making sure that I was in Arkansas and I had everything I need and I had the security I needed and my friends and family. Like, gee, thanks. Thanks for that. Maybe you could have thought of that before you put your dick in some whore.
Oh, I don't know whether to be happy or not.
So I got a chair assembled, thanks to my dear friend over here who doesn't want to be on YouTube. What about your feet? Wiggle your feet, wiggle your feet.
Click on the bell icon. Comment below. Like and subscribe.
Shut up. So he's gonna help me build this furniture, y'all, and
Here,
it's...
you can get me like this.
Okay, there we go. There we go. It's really nice to have somebody to hang out with right now when I'm going through hell. So thank you for building my desk and chair, mystery man behind the box.
No problem.
Alright, y'all, so my friend is gone. He couldn't stay that long, but he stayed as long as he could, and he put together my desk and chair for me, which was really cool. So now I have a desk I can set up my desktop on, and it'll make it easier for me to edit these videos. I only have 1 minute left on my memory card, so I gotta go in and delete some stuff. I probably look like deep fried shit right now. I've been crying for the past like 3 hours. I sent Andrew a big long email telling him how much I loved him and how much he meant to me and how I was letting this all go and how much he fucking hurt me and betrayed me, although I doubt he'll read it or even care. I think he does care. I don't think he doesn't care. I don't know. I don't fucking know anymore. I am like almost drunk. I have to be honest with you guys right now. I mean, I don't have to be honest with you, but I'm going to be. I have developed what I believe to be the early stages of a drinking problem. And I don't want to be like my parents. I don't want to drink myself to death in my 50s. But I don't know how else to deal with this. I just don't know what else to do. On one hand, I feel like I am ready to let this go. But on the other hand, it feels like my whole self is just dying. Like, everything I thought was true was a lie. Everything I believed in, all my hopes and dreams, all my plans for the future, everything is gone. Everything is gone. And all I can do is sit here in this place, surrounded by all of the things that we owned together, all of his things. He left all his shit here. All of his clothes are here, his guitars, everything he owns is here. He left with literally the clothes on his back. That is fucking avoidant personality disorder is what Andrew has, and it is very apparent to me. He would rather leave everything he owns behind than just come clean to me. And I feel like if we would have gone to marriage counseling and he would have told me the truth about all this, I loved him enough that I would have helped him through this, and I feel like we could have gotten through this. But the way that he just dropped a bomb and ran away, just leaving me blown to pieces, is fucked, okay? And I have tried to protect him. I have tried to help him. I have tried to love him. I have tried to love it out of him, and it doesn't work. No matter how much I love him, no matter how much I care, no matter how hard I try, I'm still just gonna be left alone in the end, so who fucking cares anymore? I'm just gonna live here with my dogs and my whiskey until I just drop dead, I guess. I don't know what kind of future I'm gonna have now. I'm not gonna have kids. I'm not gonna be a mother. I'm too old now. Have you seen the dating pool of men in my age group? It is terrible, okay? My chances of finding a child-free man with no emotional baggage in his late 30s or early 40s is pretty much zero. So it's like, you know, I already had a man with plenty of fucking baggage that I could have dealt with that I already loved, but he wants to run away. So what do I do now? Take on a new challenge? Take on somebody else's fucked up problems? I don't even think I want to do that. But I don't want to be alone either. What the fuck do you do? I am fully aware that this is going to be the absolute worst vlog in the world. Like, this is the most terrible thing to ever watch. But if I don't talk to this camera, I don't know what else I'll do. The first time that Andrew left me and we were apart for that month, there were several times when I was very close to suicide. I had a plan. I knew how I was going to do it. I'm not going to say that here because I don't want to give anybody any ideas. But it was something that I felt was pretty easy to do. But him, like, stringing me along and giving me those breadcrumbs kept me from doing it. And and he had agreed to meet me for dinner at IHOP a couple days before we decided to get back together and move to Arkansas, and that was the only thing keeping me alive, y'all. And I thought, I need to go. My therapist told me to go to the crisis center if I got that bad, that, you know, I could go to the crisis center and they would put me in inpatient care and they wouldn't let me hurt myself. And I was so close to doing that, and the only reason I didn't do it is because I had hope that I could see him again. And I know that's pathetic. I know it is, but I'm just trying to be honest here. I don't feel like that now. I don't feel like I want to kill myself. But I do feel quite hurt, but it's different. I don't know how to describe it to you, but I feel like almost a relief that I know for sure. I know the truth for sure now, because I knew I didn't know the whole truth before. I knew there were things that he wasn't telling me, and I feel a great relief that he told me the whole truth, that he had slept with other women during our marriage and did other things that I won't share here, but I'm sure you can imagine. And I feel relief in that I finally know everything. It does feel like a weight off of me. But at the same time, I feel it's really unfair that he made this decision to end our marriage without giving me any say. He told me in his text message that I shouldn't forgive him for this, so he's leaving and not coming back. And like, okay, but you made that decision. You made the decision that I shouldn't forgive you, or I couldn't forgive you, or whatever you think my reaction should be. You didn't give me the opportunity to choose if I wanted to forgive you or to have any say in what happens to our marriage. And I'm angry about that, because I know that he has demons. So do I. So do we all. And I loved him so much that I would have faced that with him. I would have gone to counseling. I would have tried to help him. We did go to marriage counseling one time many years ago for the same issue, although I didn't know about any physical cheating. It was more just like online stuff, if you know what I'm saying. And I thought that we had worked through that, but apparently we had not. But to my knowledge, we had. But I would have. It's like I loved him and every part of him. The bad parts and the good parts. The dark and ugly parts too. Because when you love somebody, you love all of them. And I would have helped him, you know. I would have helped him face it. Because that's how strong my love is. When I love somebody, it is a deep, strong, loyal thing. My fucking battery just died and I've got 3 minutes left on my memory card. But anyway, so he didn't give me that option, you know, to say I can forgive you or I can't forgive you, or, you know, he didn't give me any options. He just said, you shouldn't forgive me, I'm leaving, I can't live with the guilt of what I've done to you. And what he's basically saying is he can't face the consequences of what he's done. He's avoiding, he's running, and he told me this bullshit line in his text message that he's just, it's time for him to own up to what he's done. And like, you're not owning up to what you've done, you're running away again. Owning up to what you've done would be telling me the truth to my face or in marriage counseling and trying to see if we could work through it, or if there is too much damage for us to stay together. But what you're doing is not owning up to it. What you're doing is fucking running away and avoiding. You just dropped this on me, you ran off, and that is not... And I know some people are going to say, oh, you're just making this video because you think he's going to watch it. I talked to him about that as well, because people were saying that in my previous vlogs that I was making the videos directed towards him because I just knew he was going to watch them. Andrew does not watch my videos. He will not. There's one thing I know about him, and that's he sees this as like, this is my diary and my private thing, and he would never watch these videos. For one, because he does respect my privacy, strangely enough, and two, he doesn't want to face this, so he would never watch this. So I'm not directing this at him before you get on your fucking keyboard warrior horse or what the fuck ever. Y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My whole life is over. What the fuck am I gonna do? I don't know how to live by myself. I don't know how to handle anything. I know I've told you that I've been trying to be more independent and all that bullshit, but it's a lie, because I always knew that he was going to come back and deal with anything I couldn't deal with. And now he's really gone, and I truly have to handle every situation. I am an adult on my own for the very first time, and I'm terrified. I don't even know how to talk to my landlord. Like, I don't even know how to do anything. The good news is I'm still getting my septum pierced. My friend said he's gonna come with me next week, so I'm doing it. That seems so absurd right now to me, but I don't know how long this video is gonna be. As long as my memory card lasts, that's how long it's gonna be. I'm texting with my best friend, so that helps. At least I have somebody to talk to. I think I'm going to call my other friend Derek and see if he will come over and help me hook up my computer sometime this week and help me with picking out a Magic the Gathering deck, because I'm going to start playing that again. I'm trying to figure out a way to move on with my life. I feel like I am like I look like a fucking alien in this light. Oh my god, let's turn it down. Let's turn it down, y'all. I got my vlogging light. It's like bright as fuck. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm trying to figure out a way to just move on with my life. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I just feel like a tornado has ripped through my life and just left me in shambles. I woke up this morning thinking that my life was good and everything I wanted was coming true. And by 2 p.m., everything was torn apart. I don't know how to go on. I don't know how to move forward. I know there is a guy who's interested in dating me, but I don't think I could date anyone ever again. You know? I'm still in love with Andrew, and he's the only thing I want. How can I find somebody else who loves King Gizzard as much as me? How can I find somebody else who wears drug rugs and has stupid curly hair and a beard? Like, how can I find somebody else so spiritual who wants to do mushrooms with me and talk about all of our life philosophies late into the night? All right, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Okay, I feel like this is a good time to tell this story, and I already filmed an ending to this vlog in case when I'm editing this it's really awful and then I can just pretend it never existed. But just in case, I'm going to tell you a story. So, Andrew, when he started working at the restaurant here, he brought home his schedule, and it had the names of all of the coworkers like listed because it had everybody's schedule, was just like a printout. One of the names on there I recognized, and I was like, oh my god, I wonder if that's the... I'm gonna have to come up with a name for this guy. We're gonna call him Jack. That is not his name, but that's what I'm gonna call him. I wonder if that's the Jack that I used to know. So I kind of told Andrew about this. He knows the whole story of me and Jack. And he went to work and came back and said, that is definitely your Jack. So Andrew was working with a man that I used to be in love with. Jack and I worked together at a call center many, many years ago, back in about 2006, 2007. This was a situation where this guy and we were in the same like training group, and we sat next to each other. And this was when the call center first opened, so we didn't have a high call volume. So we had a lot of downtime to just sit there and hang out together, and we ended up having so much in common. It was like the universe just put us together for some reason. And over several months, we kind of fell in love with each other. We spent so much time together. We spent like 40 hours a week together just hanging out. We'd take like 2 calls an hour, and we would just hang out and like play games and chat and talk and stuff. I started to say chat and talk at the same time, you know what I'm saying. So I kind of like fell in love with this guy, and I know that he also fell in love with me because he told me that, but he had a girlfriend at the time, and I didn't want to be a homewrecker because I'm just not that kind of person. So I told him that, you know, before anything could happen between us, he would have to, you know, break up with his girlfriend because I don't want to be the other woman, you know. Well, he said that he was going to leave her. He was not happy with her, and at the last minute decided he couldn't do it, and broke my heart. He couldn't hurt her like that, and it really broke my heart. We ended up losing touch with each other, and he was just like my unrequited love, like the one who got away from me. Like all these years I've always thought of him. We've talked to each other a couple times when Andrew and I were having a rough patch back in 2013, 2014. But anyway, I always loved this guy, and you know, that he was that one person in my life where, you know, that I know I could have loved him, but the timing was just never right for us. And I could not believe it when I saw that he was working at the same restaurant as Andrew. And I thought, what are the fucking odds of that the universe would realign me with this guy? And now I'm starting to think maybe there was a reason for it. I have thought about reaching out to him. The only way I know how to do it is email. But I'm kind of afraid because, you know, what if he's in a relationship, or what if I'm not ready for another relationship and I reach out too soon? But it's just weird, right? It's just fucking weird that I know where he works now. I could go there and talk to him. I know where he is. And it was this guy that I had such strong feelings for. And somehow the universe has brought us back together. What does that mean? Nothing? Is it just a coincidence? Or is Andrew leaving me a good thing and maybe I should try and reach out to this guy? I don't know, okay? But there's a story. There's a story for you. That's all I have to say. Tell me what you think in the comments. That text message is my best friend. It's not Andrew. Andrew will not contact me. I doubt it if he'll ever contact me again, but if he does, it'll be weeks probably, because I know how his avoidance works. I do think I will hear from Andrew again, especially after I sent him this email. I sent him an email telling him that I love him no matter what. I will always love him. I cannot forgive what he's done, but I care for him and I would have done anything to help him. And I think it's unfair how he didn't give me the choice. He didn't give me the chance to decide if I could have forgiven these acts that he did. I just wanted him to know that. Whether it means anything or not, I don't know. I just wanted him to know that. But anyway, I will not probably hear from him for quite a while, if ever. Y'all, I have to talk myself out of emailing Jack when I'm totally drunk at like 9 o'clock at night, okay? Because I'm lonely and I'm sad and I'm fucking pathetic, you know? Do you ever get like that? You're just lonely and sad and pathetic and you just do stupid shit like email guys that you were in love with like 15 years ago. So Jack is the guy that I loved before I met Andrew. I was like just getting over him when I met Andrew. Andrew was not like a rebound. I had a rebound relationship in between Jack and Andrew, okay? And then it was just, I actually went on like several dates with different dudes during that period. And then when I met Andrew, I truly fell in love with him. And I feel like maybe I need to do a rebound relationship now before I get into a serious relationship, because I don't want to get into a relationship immediately after my 15-year marriage with somebody that I feel I could really love in the future, because I know this is not going to last. It's like, for me personally, I don't know how it is for you, but for me personally, I always have a rebound before I truly fall in love again. And I've been in love a good 3 times in my life. 3 times I've truly been in love. One time was my very first love, my puppy love, my teenage love. His name was Josh. I talked about him before on a vlog. That was my first love, my first taste of love, you know? And then I had another relationship with a guy that I really cared about, but I just didn't love him, really. And then I met my first husband, and I fell in love with him, and I truly loved my first husband, even though he is a piece of shit, okay? But I loved him. And then I had a rebound relationship, and then I met Jack, who I don't consider myself like falling in love with him. It was like those beginning stages of love. Like, you know, you could have loved him, but it just didn't quite happen, like that unrequited love. And then I had another rebound relationship, and then I met Andrew. So 3 times I've been in love: Josh, my first husband Chad, and Andrew. So now I guess I'm going in for love number 4, y'all. God help me. I hope I can find somebody. Y'all, I emailed Jack, and I don't know if that was a good idea because, like I said, I've had a lot of whiskey tonight, and you're just basically witnessing my my downward spiral into alcoholism and drunk texting people that I used to be in love with. So welcome to my vlogs. This is the quality content that you get here. And I haven't heard back, obviously, because it's a fucking email, and who the hell checks their email? And it's an old email address that I don't even know if he's gonna check, but what am I doing? Oh, God. I'm just like, I want someone to love me, okay? So on my channel, I want to be completely honest from now on. I want to be loved. I want someone to desire me. I want someone who I know loved me. And I'm fucked, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to record a real ending now because I don't know how much longer I'm honestly going to be coherent. I'm just going to give in to my life of being an alcoholic spinster now. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I know this must have been incredibly painful for anybody to have watched all the way through. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate you. I don't know what my life is going to be like in the coming days and weeks. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what you can expect. I will be making vlogs because this is my only means of income now, so I'll probably be making daily vlogs and you can watch me suffer. Yay. I'll let you know what happens with my marriage. I mean, obviously it's over, but I have to try to get a divorce, and I'll let you know if I hear from him, which I doubt. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get my house together a little bit and see if I can get my desktop computer set up, since I have my desk now. Tomorrow Andrew and I were going to go buy some bookshelves. It's like the little mundane things that you think of that hurt so much, you know. I'm gonna go take a handful of sleeping pills and try to pass out for the rest of the night, so tomorrow when the sun comes up, maybe I can face things again. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry. I'll see you soon.